Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, and I'm Mercedes here with Mini Horse Counseling. And today's video, I wanted to actually touch upon a previous video that I made. I am noticing that it has quite a bit of views, so I am grateful that this topic is resonating with a lot of people. But I feel like I've learned so much more since I did make that video that I wanted to share. And the video is about, actually, let me read it. What to do when someone's being silent, ignoring your messages, or not communicating with you. There is so many reasons why this can take place. Predominantly, the one reason why somebody might be expressing themselves in that way, especially if it's someone that you experienced to have given you a lot of attention and a lot of desire, a lot of want, a lot of pursuing in the beginning. If they were pursuing in the beginning and expressing a lot of interest in wanting to spend time with you, get to know you, and then all of a sudden that is being taken away, there is a really good explanation why that happens and how the experiencer of that pulling away, or breadcrumbing as they call it in the psychological world. So breadcrumbing means when the person is giving you just a tiny little bit to hold on to you, but not enough to make you feel safe, seen, secure, soothed in that relationship. So usually the person that is receiving the breadcrumbs will be that of anxious attachment style, because this is their coping mechanism that they have created when they were little in order to be able to survive the lack of their needs being met when they were a child. They will attach to people. It's almost like they're still needing that caregiver to make them feel seen, safe, secure, and soothed, because they're not able to understand that now as an adult, they are the only person that they need for them to do this for. They are no longer that little child looking for that, but that was their coping mechanism. And the person that is doing the breadcrumbing all of a sudden is pulling away is usually that of dismissing avoidant style, which means that when they were growing up, they developed another coping mechanism for their lack of needs being met. Their lack of needs, their emotional desire to be fulfilled, made them as children withdraw, and they kind of retract within their own selves. That's where they find their safety and security, because if I just depend on myself, then there's no way that somebody else can hurt me. Because this is what happens when a child is small and they're looking for emotional fulfillment and the parent is unable to give that for them. It causes great hurt in the child, and they carry that hurt later on. So say that the DA, as they call them in the psychological world, dismissive avoidant attachment style person, is so into meeting someone and wants in and is expressing all these beautiful things and then pulls away. It's because the feelings are now being displaced by the fear of not having their emotions fulfilled, because it reminds them of what happened in childhood. So they retract in order to keep safe, right? They want, the fears are now overtaking. Even if they are super duper feeling the love for this person, the fear will overtake the love, and it will make them withdraw, because that's where they feel the safest, is going within. And especially if someone has not had the opportunity yet to experience unconditional love and support, right? They haven't had the chance to experience what that feels like, then it's so natural that they will just withdraw. So it has nothing to do with you and has everything to do with that person. I hope that really made sense. If you wanted to get more information on this, there is actually a really great YouTube platform. It's called Personal Development School. There are a lot of articles that pertain to the dismissive avoidant. My work is mostly on the anxious attachment style because that's what I was. I have corrected it. And I'm so grateful that I have been able to do so, because I was the person attaching to people, and until I realized what specific childhood experience shaped the rest of my adulthood, like that single one moment where I needed someone to save me, I was able to give myself a corrective experience. So now I no longer have the need for anyone to save me. And it's such a great liberating feeling. So if you're also an insecurely attached person, anxious attachment like myself, bonding to someone who's avoided is probably highly likely, because those two get attracted to each other, like trauma bonds to trauma. And with awareness, though, we can see what's actually taking place. So now that this person is not communicating because their fears have overtaken their feelings for you, and they're afraid, the universe is gifting you this time. So now it's your job to look into, why are you attaching in the first place? Why do you want that person to call you back? Why are you looking at your phone for them to message you back? Is it because they're loving and supportive towards you? Is it because they're giving you nurture and support? Is it because they're strong communicators? If it's none of the above, then, and it sounds more like, oh, but they just make me feel so good, then you know you're in trouble. You need to look into that. What is that feeling that this person is making you feel good? If they're breadcrumbing you, they're not making you feel good. Obviously, you're not feeling safe, seen, secure, and soothed, because if you're getting breadcrumbs, it means that you're not having your needs met. So look within to see, where do you need to be soothed and seen, made felt secure? Take that time. It's a blessing for you. Take that time and see what happens. And also, the other thing that I've learned, and I don't want to give anyone false hope or anything like that, but if you're meant to be with someone, time and space to heal your wounds, because everyone also has free will to either heal their wounds or not, or even if they do heal their wounds, they still have the free will to choose or not choose to be with you. But if you give yourself that time and space, there is a chance that people might heal their wounds and people might freely choose to want to go back together and try it again. So you never know what happens in the future. But the only way to know that is to give yourself that time and space so both of you can heal. So what do you do when someone is not communicating? You understand it has nothing to do with you, because that is how a securely attached person will perceive things. Oh, that's too bad. That person is not able to hold me where I need to be held. I wish them luck. Right? Whereas an anxious avoidant person makes it mean all about themselves, that something is wrong with them, because that is how they learn to cope with things when they were little. Kids don't have the ability to reason with what's going on and not take it personally. They take everything personally. They think everything is their fault. So if this person is breadcrumbing me, it must be my fault. I'm not good enough. I'm not doing this. I'm talking too much. I'm doing too much. That is a hell no. You are never too much, and you're never being too much. Just understand your style and understand why you're doing it, and then you can change it. You can always create change for yourself each and every single day. We have an opportunity to live our life in a different way. And maybe through time and space, that person might also understand, because I've learned that space will take away the fear and the pressure of trying to be that person that the anxious style is looking for, right? The validation constantly. When they don't have that pressure, and then that fear kicks in and they want to just withdraw and retreat, they might have the opportunity to get back into their feelings for you if they were true. And if they were true feelings for you, they might have the chance to resurface, and they might have the chance to be expressed. But if you're both not healing yourself, you're going to go back in the same pattern. So make sure that you take that time when you're apart and you do your work and you just let the universe do its magic, whether it's going to be that person or somebody else you don't know. Just put it out there what you want to experience. Do what you need to do for you. Understand your attachment style. Understand it has nothing to do with you. I hope that made sense. And I hope that is a little bit more of a enlightening video on why communication does not happen and to not make it mean anything about you, and how this is actually meant to be for you. Because remember, everything in this universe actually does really happen for us. And with that, I'd like to close my video. Thank you so much again for all your views and your questions and your interest in learning more and learning about yourself, being there for yourself. I'm wishing you everything in this life because you have unlimited potential to experience everything and anything that you want. It is your birthright. Thank you again for subscribing, and if you like this video, please do hit that like button. It will help me greatly to grow and continue to put out content, and I will see you next time.